no form or fashion in that formula at all. It's simply just looking at bilateral trade balances in goods, which has nothing to do overall with trade policy.
The administration calculated each country's tariff rate using this formula. The tariff rate equals the U.S. trade deficit with that country divided by the U.S. imports from that country. For example, the U.S. claims that China charges a tariff of 67%. The U.S. ran a goods trade deficit of $295.4 billion with China in 2024, while imported goods were worth $438.9 billion. When you question becomes, what's the off-ramp? Part of the discussion is what you just, or debate is what you just described, which is the White House trying to bring back jobs to America? Are they trying to raise revenue from tariffs as a form of taxes? Are they trying to get to zero or even less than zero for some kind of free trade program? All of those issues are at odds with each other. Now, I just spoke to Peter Navarro literally in the last 5-10 minutes now, and he effectively is trying to get jobs to come back to America. Well, if that's the case, these tariffs are staying, and they will likely be here for quite a long time, irrespective of who calls up on the phone and says that they want to change the tariff program. So it's very hard to look at this situation, both in terms of what the marketplace is doing right now, in terms of stocks coming down, with that turning around in any meaningful way. And even if tariffs were to come off, or there were some deals being made, it is possible that the stock market does a little bit better than where it is today. But it is possible also that the toothpaste is out of the tube, folks, at this point in the ball game, and that no matter what, the economics of companies and countries doing business with the U.S. has fundamentally changed, at least for the foreseeable future. It's fascinating. You look at the reaction Andrew's talking about. Everybody you talk to on Wall Street, investors, business class CEO, they all think this is a man-made disaster. It is interesting to look at some conservatives. You've got Charles Koch, who's leading a lawsuit to actually overturn these. And you also have Ben Shapiro saying that they're unconstitutional. People on the right that are out there. Ted Cruz, of course, very concerned about what's happening, price of oil in Texas. But you go through all of this, and I guess, Steph, the ones that surprised me the most are the ones who were shocked. Shocked. That Donald Trump did what Donald Trump said he was doing. And I'm looking, and I have been looking all morning at Bill Ackman. Shocked. This may lead to a nuclear winter when I don't know. At some point, something happened where I don't know. He decided that, he was going to be the voice against woke Inc. And he went all in with Donald Trump, and now he's acting shocked with what he's getting.
Huh? Sino? Ano? Sino? Tana, nasa starting from away. The three is up. Oo. Nakuha mo. Kita mo, swerte ka pala eh. Saan mo sinend? Saan mo sinend? Saan mo sinend? Yung screenshot nung na-pull mo si Manutbol.
He's cooking, and he knows it. Yeah, right. I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's MP. From behind the arc. Cleveland rebound. Pass to Mitchell. Outside the arc.
Yan.
It's the trifecta. Yeah, this is why
Sino mo na? Awkward mo naman.
Mitchell, or he'll burn you off the pass.
Bakit Booker T?
3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's Ramos.
Malay mo.
Ramos has
Malay mo.
7 points. And both
Booker
teams
T.
running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here are the Thunder now. They trail by 1. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there. He He sees the tall defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
Vamos. Vamos.
MP. Pass to Hunter. And stolen by Williams. Boy, the offense has been on point. They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early. MP with it. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. And rejected. Pass to Ramos. Shot is up. And there's another one for the Thunder. You know the coaches hated that shot. But guess what? Some of them go in. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. 46 seconds left in the first. Got a piece of it. MP outside. Hunter on the wing. MP outside. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. From deep, Mitchell. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Ramos. It's rebounded by Cleveland. MP outside. 4-3. Fires it in the triple. MP's got 6 points. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Thunder out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Now here's MP. The baseline J is off the mark. Thunder leading by 3. Here's Williams going inside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Here's MP. 6 points for him. Launches it. Oh, MP showing the big range.
MP smart enough to get to the corner and get off the clean 3.
Here's Ramos. The rebound by Allen. And it's Cleveland's ball. Trailing by 2. Hunter on the wing. Back to MP. To the inside. 5 to shoot. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And that size and versatility make Jared Allen so hard to defend.
Here's Ramos.
SGE
That
more.
three's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go in.
SGE.
I'm sure he is too.
MP right side. Fires from the wing.
SGE.
Fires for 3. The
Now
Thunder.
you're gonna outbid SGE.
Here's Ramos. He's got 14. Launches a 3. That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now.
Yeah, shoot.
From deep, Mitchell. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Hartenstein a screen. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Ramos. Knocks down the triple. Ramos has got 17.
The
SGE.
defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Now here's MP. 9 points in the game. Pass to Mobley. Back to MP. Takes it in. Outside for Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Mobley, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Ramos.
The
No
legend.
good with the triple. Cavaliers triple by 3. From deep, MP. And counted. Now 4 for 9.
Hitting pull-ups, that's a great sign in MP's development.
.119 left in the second period. Here's the 3.
Boom.
Ramos, no good.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And here's MP from outside. The Thunder with the rebound. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Now here's MP. 12 points for him. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. Pass to Ramos. It's stolen by MP.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really
Fucking shit. How many times I have to press?
down one after
That's for the ball.
I feel like he's in his living room right now. He's in
Fancy.
the comfort zone. Once he gets
Fancy this SGE man.
they're in trouble.
And so it's MP making things happen for Cleveland.
Nice.
He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter.
Kawhi lang sa
We'll
kanya
get back
kasi.
to the action after this break.
Ay, maniwala Kawhi lang sa kanya.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Screen by Holmgren. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's MP. Williams grabs the board. Here are the Thunder with the ball. For 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him.
From deep, MP. That shot, no good.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Outside, Williams. Here's Ramos. 23 points in the game. Hartenstein a screen. The three-pointer off the mark.
First man,
The
baby.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Reincarnated.
Here's Ramos. Hartenstein a screen. Fires the 3. A nice shot by Ramos. Ramos has got 9 points in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they will defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
To stop the run. Connects. The jumper drops. MP's got 20.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Ramos. Covered by MP. Back to Holmgren. Here's Ramos. Hartenstein a screen. Just 5 on the clock. A little mid-range shot is up. Ramos, no good. Cavaliers trip by 4. Back to MP. Oh, they get a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside.
SGA, you fucking salesman.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's MP. Deflected. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Ramos. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
MP drives in. Oh, a clean foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
And MP knows that good things happen when you put pressure on the defense, and this time it leads to a foul.
And so he makes both from the line. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off a three-point range.
SGA, why are you missing opens, man?
By 6. And here's MP from outside. Hits a three-pointer. MP's got 7 points here in the quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Ramos. And right away, match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ramos has got 33.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to Mitchell. MP with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that's a heady play by MP, the youngster, with a vet move.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ramos. Hartenstein a screen. From deep three-point range. Ramos, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
How was that a
So
foul?
far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. The first free throw is good.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Puta in the
The lead is 2.
passing.
Allen outside. Outside Mitchell. .23 seconds left to play in the third. MP looking around. In the lane.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. First one falls. And it's tied up with that one. There's 14 seconds left in the third. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Ramos. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
A huge clutch three allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Pass to MP. Mobley on a screen. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Here's MP. MP attacking the basket.
Oh, wow. How about the handles from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
Here's Ramos. Screen by Holmgren. Six to shoot. Here's Ramos. Drives it from deep. Ramos has got 40 points.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And here's MP from outside. And MP answers with a three.
And this kid is confident. MP just coming right back with his own three.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that one good. MP's got 38 points.
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Ramos. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, when he's this hot, it's a thing of beauty.
From deep, MP. And the Cavaliers, another three.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep.
Finally, man. Down and up. Le more shots are wide open. Didn't make a cool stuff.
Here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Here's Ramos. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here comes the break. For the finish.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
From deep, MP. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 11.
Nice.
Pass to Ramos. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Screen by Holmgren. Misses the three. Cleveland now, time running out. And here's MP from outside. Gets the three ball to go. MP's got 44.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Fast break, Cleveland takes the three. MP leaking out and executing.
Oh, these are the moments MP wants, proving he's capable of handling the pressure.
Pass to Ramos. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's the run.
Right on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Huh?
Here's Ramos.
Nanalo naman. Nanalo naman ako.
Shot clock.
Naiinis na ako sa ano.
Shot from the top of the key. That one's good. Nothing.
Ako natambak nga siya, 63-56. Naiinis na ako kay SGA minsan.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Kawhi Leopard.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less
Si
than
Pipe
6
na
seconds.
naru. Ayaw mo kay Pipe na naru.
And now they trail by just 4.
Any decent look from distance, he's
Pipe
taking it.
na
He has that
naru.
locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you gotta hit your free throws.
"17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up
Yan,
in the
panalo. Champion. Tama na, bet ko pala kalaban ko eh. Trash. CSGE. And open na ng packs. Paano mo na maalam?